Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I thought I would give you guys a quick garden tour today. So the yard is absolutely beautiful and it's completely ready for 4th of July party. So we have some family coming over and I think that's it, maybe friends too, but everything's all spiffy and nice, and so I thought now's a great time to do the garden tour. So stay with me. I see Buddy was fertilizing the Dwarf Cavendish bananas. Oh my goodness. So you guys, if you've been with me, you've seen we've got the Dwarf Cavendish racks of bananas. That's all going great. So garden number 1 has been doing spectacular, and we have seen some die back here in the center, but it's still very strong on all the edges. Pardon me. It's very strong on all the edges and on the back, so that's what it'll do. It's actually putting roots out like right here and here at the different nodes. It's throwing roots down, and so it'll get nutrition from over here, and that's pretty cool. Now we had, and the okra's doing fabulous. I just picked okra yesterday and I can already see there's like 5-inch long pods over there that, wow, I must have missed a lot of okra. Anyhow, so we had a bit of devastation over here. I noticed a hole up front a couple days ago. You'll see that garden in a minute, but on the north garden I noticed something was digging around. I filled back in the hole, and look what happened today. So this whole area has been smushed down by something, a naughty something, and the cage has been knocked over. Oh, look. This is a giant Marconi. Beautiful pepper. This one is loaded with peppers too. They're all gone. Completely gone. And this one had at least 2 or 3 on there. This is only one left out of those 2 bushes. And I could cry, but I'm not gonna cry because you work so hard to get a pepper like this, and then some animal comes in, probably a raccoon, because I mean look how dented it is. All the peppers are gone. So upset. I see I got some eggplants over there. There's a couple bushes, so I might pick those, but the bees are buzzing. You can see them all around. They're doing their job, pollinating. It's Friday. Oh, but the watermelon are doing great over there too. Let me take you there. This is the Georgia rattlesnake watermelon, and I would assume that there's some watermelons in here, although it's really, really hard to see until I don't even want to step in there. Although Buddy sometimes steps through it. He hops like a little bunny. My pathway that I made for the okra, cutting okra, completely taken over. What can I say? It's like a really good year for this garden. The pineapples are looking good. They're actually laying over, starting to go yellow. So I better pull some of those, let them finish off in the house. Now, normally I pick in August. I think, you know, around August 1st or so for watermelon for pineapple. And these, though, I noticed I saw pineapple babies. I'll have to check the date for sure, but I think they started coming in March instead of April. So I think I might have some early babies there, and they're probably close to ready. So anyhow, isn't that cool? Woo, look at that garden. Man, and there are some cherry pick hybrid peppers in there, the little round ones for pickling. I can see one on there right now, but anyhow, it's hard to get in there, so I don't get in there unless I have to. So Buddy has honed in, oops, oh man, he's honed in on the tomato colors. So I'm going to have to pick these. These are the Elma red paprika peppers. I'll let them finish off on the inside of the house. But right now, Buddy knows orange means tomatoes, even those are peppers. And he's probably gonna, oh, look at this. Those are seeds drying right there. He's probably gonna try to pick some of these to eat. And that would be a really bad thing. Look, I got a little bell pepper. Oh, it's on the ground and everything. Ooh, You must have fallen off prematurely somehow, some reason. Maybe that critter was over here too. Perhaps. And perhaps he was looking at my San Marconis. San. I always say that. I think of San Marzanos. These are giant Marconis. Let me pick this beautiful bright red one too. Oh no! I just put my finger in the mush. Oh, heartbreaking. Man, that was a bug. That was not a raccoon thingy. Watch out, bud. No. Oh. Gee. Ew. Ew. It's all over my finger. Hold on. Okay, crisis averted. It cleaned off my finger. Buddy sure is... What is he doing? Eating zinnias. No! He just ate a big breakfast. Buddy, no. You have all your needs met. Silly boy. This is my salsa garden. So, this is where my big celery patch was. I got rid of it, and some of the roots are still in there, and they're trying to come back. That's pretty cool. I put a little hay down there to protect them. I'll probably still just rip them out and put in new ones for the fall. These are the Alma paprika peppers that I transplanted, and I see that I lost one. This is a red Malabar volunteer. That's a spinach, but I don't like it. This one seems to have gone okay. A couple of them did okay. There's a lot of weeds left in this garden. The tomatoes in the back have all come out. They succumbed to red spider mites. And then these are my Tam jalapenos. I ended up with 4 left. I believe I planted about 9 to 12, somewhere in there. And we did eat some of them. Yeah. So anyhow, I see some new growth coming on there. Those were nice. Basil. Oh, the pesto I made was so delicious. This all just, don't even look there. I mean, it just, wow, what wild growth going on. The cherry, Aunt Molly's ground cherries, have died in their place, which is totally fine. They're way past their prime. And I see they left lots of cherries behind, and that'll be great because then they'll just pop right back up here in the fall or whenever, you know. I've got to clean out against here. My rose, I don't know what happened to that rose. The sunflowers are completely, well, mostly completely spent. I see a couple blooms in there. Miscellaneous. Let's get around all this. You saw the giant Marconis. And here, these look to be like some bells. Wow, they're just not doing well. Nothing's really happy over here. It didn't like the horse manure, and it really misses the mushroom compost. These are the giant cactus zinnias. Wow. If you're only going to have one seed take, at least it was this one. We've been getting daily rains, and it definitely shows because this place is a hot mess. Tons of weeding needs to happen. I did till in here just to make a walkway. The Tabascos are looking fantastic, ready to be picked. These should be jalapenos in here. Again, amongst the weeds. Competition with weeds. No, look at that. That's a bell pepper. Oh, good. I think then the jalapenos are in the second row. Good. I forgot what I did there. I have ripped out the cilantro and saved the seeds that were there. So I have replaced it with the pink dandelion here and then the lemon bee balm. Thank you, the Espinosa's Urban Farm, for that gift. The sage needs picking. Over here, these little cherry tomatoes right here. Uh-oh, they look like they're getting... Oh, also some red spider mite pressure. I better treat those right away. Well, that doesn't look good, but these are Napa Chardonnay cherry tomatoes. And yes, I am kind of growing them out of season, but sometimes you can do that with cherry tomatoes, and I just thought I would try it. Okay, next garden. I just love how everything is decorated for the holiday. My lantana is about to go back in bloom. So, all right, this is my winter Mexican avocado, and I did a heavy prune about a month or so ago, and look at all the new growth everywhere. It's fantastic. I think this is a mistake that I made last year, is I did not prune like I should have in the summer, and wow. And now look, it's going to have all this new growth, and it should really bloom so much better. Here we go, the Sunred Nectarine, and it's going to get a trim back because I want to keep this as a small tree. And I just bought a book on how to prune your small fruit trees, and I am so excited. David the Good recommended it, a lady on Instagram recommended it, so we're gonna trim this back really nice, keep it kind of small, and let the fruit go outward. The sweet almond is in bloom. Ooh, if you only had smell-o-vision. Oh my gosh. Oh, heavenly. So, okay, over here, my acha, don't know if you've noticed, but it hasn't grown much in a whole year. And I am really thinking it's not happy at all here. So it gets ripped out today after this video. And I'm gonna put on in, this is a Scarlet Beauty Plum. There you go, there's the little tag. Oh, and the price. So when it goes in, probably, I don't know that I'll do it right away, but I will probably give it a trim too, because look, that's a 6-foot fence, and it goes at least 2 feet over it, if not 3. So it probably, well, minus the container, it probably needs a good trim. Ooh, something came in here. Slimy. That was slug damage. Ah. Okay, and then I have a new growth coming off of the jelly fig, and I still got a little bit of fruit, so that's good. This is lamb's ear. We gave the dwarf everbearing mulberry a huge trim back, and it's loving the new growth. It had some nutrition. It's been treated. I talked to the county extension agent about what's going on with the leaves, and they really had they poo-pooed on the idea of any sort of Epsom salts or manganese, or magnesium, excuse me, rather. They didn't figure it was a deficiency, and I said, okay, I don't know that I believe that, but they said just throw some manure on there. So as soon as I can, we'll put some bunny manure down there, mushroom compost later. That's just becoming available right now. And we made them even. We trimmed them back pretty hard to keep these smaller trees. So I think I'm gonna buy some border type of stuff, and we're gonna rework this summer. I like the shape a lot, but I don't like the, you know, this one's this way, this one's that way. Oh, that's getting to me. So this is my blueberry patch, and it is in heat stress as always. And so we'll do a pretty good cutback and weeding. I gotta weed this. This is, what is that? But anyhow, I get rid of it and it comes back. It's just a weed here where I live. It's a beneficial weed. Vinca, that's what it is. So the pineapple's looking great, by the way. I accidentally pulled out this blueberry last night while I was weeding in here, and I was like, uh-oh, it was too dark, and I pulled the whole thing out. I got to get a shovel. This is my black sapote. Woohoo, it's doing great. The Pickering mango has put on, you know, about a foot worth of growth. It is actually split into 2 sections. The nasturtiums are dying off. I've got to kind of clean up some of this area, and then you can see my other blueberries. We're starting a hedge of blueberries here. And yes, we finally are starting to get this first trellis filled in. That's the Maypop passion flower, and it was eaten up pretty good last year by Gulf fritillary larvae, but it jumped from the main plant over here, and there's the other main plant, but it's dead as can be. and it jumped to here, and I just decided to let these grow. And I did have to knock about 3 Gulf Fritillary off of it just to get it established. Now they could probably eat it and it wouldn't matter. So over here we have climbing oleander is getting totally pushed out of the way by the Mexican sunflower. So I think after the holiday we're gonna just knock that back to the ground. There is a grumachama cherry. It hasn't flowered yet. My papayas are infected with that wasp or something, and the left side was really badly affected, and I thought I was going to do good with the right, but now I see they've overtaken the right. And look, I've had massive fruit drop down here. Not happy with that. This is the Summit muscadine in here. Beautyberry. Issa kiwi is here. It is not super happy, but I don't know. Gotta do some research. Little pineapple, some leftover lettuce. Blackberries are on the fence. Oh, look, butterfly. Been seeing a lot of Gulf Fritillaries this morning. This is a green Thompson grape. So next year I'm hoping this will produce. This one's doing really good. It's getting thicker. And it looks like the Seminole pumpkin has found the trellis. They do like to go up. They're native to Florida in the Seminole Indian tribe, and so they're used to going up trees, if you didn't know that. And so it's doing its job. Here's the other side's going to come on up, but it will die back in the fall, and then it'll just be me and the grapevine again. Somebody laid an egg way over there. Longevity spinach. Elderberry, man, that is put on a foot. I got Mexican guava over there. We'll show you closer. This is a bell carambola, or better known as star fruit. And wow, it's kind of falling over. I might need to secure that better with this hurricane coming. Yeah, oh, by the way, we have a hurricane coming on Tuesday. Probably it'll be up closer to the Gulf side, so I don't expect but tropical winds here. But it's not good because I'm supposed to be in Orlando on Tuesday afternoon to deliver my son to the airport so he can take an international flight out of here. And just pray, okay, you guys, just pray that that'll go through. He's, waited all through COVID to be making this trip, and so if anything else throws it off, he may not. He'll just be heartbroken. So and I'll be sad for him. Back on the plants. Okay, so it's in bloom. I haven't really seen anything come to the blooms, so I'm not really sure. I hope it's gonna get pollinated. Where did I saw some more blooms coming out. Oh, here they are. Yeah, so let's hope that works. I had cut back my oregano a couple months ago. It's coming back. This is a raspberry, and look at it go. It's all the way up the trellis, meeting with the green Thompson grape. The red Thompson grape is over here. It's doing fantastic, and it's just growing. It's in its second year, so next year it should, I hope, produce some fruit. This is my ruby red grapefruit, and it has a Meyer lemon graft with no lemons on it right now. But the grapefruit, look at that, they're doing fantastic. It had a massive bloom this year, and I think, I didn't really count it all, but I think I probably have well over 30 grapefruits, which is totally fine. This tree, I just realized I bought it in 2019, so it's really still a very young tree, and I'm totally excited to have that here. So we got the fence at the end of 2018. We cleared the lot and everything, and removed all the palm trees that were in here. We lost one massive oak from the damage that the tree guys, not the main tree guys, but the guy who does the skid thing that grinds up all the mulch on the ground, because you couldn't even walk on this land. He destroyed the main limb, and the tree was leaning towards the house, and after a year we made well, insurance helped make the decision that the tree had to go. Unfortunate. So anyhow, so the fence came in Thanksgiving of 2018. The tree got popped in April, I think it was April 1st of 2019. So it's a pretty young tree, all that. This is my Seminole pumpkin. Again, this is where it originates, back here. There is a little bit of ginger that popped up. Merrily, that's one of your gingers. This is also the Turk's Cap hibiscus they gave me. And let me step lightly. But that right there is where my critter came and went. So Mama's got to put some concrete in there. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But what are you gonna do, right? That's part of how gardening goes. This is Mexican sage, which is in the salvia family, I found out. More beauty berry behind it. I have some sort of volunteer. I have lots of volunteers. So some ivy in there. And that's the potato vine that needs to be yanked out back there. This is my peanut butter tree or bush. And it bloomed, and it looks like nothing decided to get pollinated. Probably the bees don't know it's really here yet. They're not used to coming to it. And it also got a nice pruning. Keep it nice and small. I have more ginger. I believe that came from you, Marilee. And then Lori's turmeric that she gave me, and Marilee's turmeric down here. So we're doing really good. Thank you, my dear friends, for this. This I hope will keep growing and growing, and we'll make this our medicinal garden over here. And the miracle fruit. I have a bromeliad, some more beauty berry, and then my favorite rose, at least for now, because none of my other roses are really working out here. This is the Lady Margaret passion vine, and she has got fruit all in her. You saw that hopefully in the last video. Yeah, I would like to actually try these. This is Jack's Chicago fig, and it's, I don't know, it's supposed to do okay in the shade. It's not really got much green growth on it. But the brown turkey fig, ooh, I put my hand in there with the spider web. Can you see him? Ooh, he's not happy with me either. Brown turkey fig is doing fantastic. Alamanda, pineapple, there's plumeria. Oh, and on the very far end, right there, in there, is my Eureka pink lemon. But bananas are doing fantastic. What do you think, bud? The bananas look good? And I gotta clean that mess up. Woo. Okay, so as you can see, I did a lot of work in the north garden. I don't know, maybe it was a little bit impulsive, but I went ahead and added in, these are Buttercup Squash right here. They're just putting on their true leaf, so they're doing good. 3, 4. There's the other side of the critter hole, and I did fill that in, but it's right back to where it is. So I will be putting some concrete in there. Not happy with him. There's nothing in these 2 rows, actually 3 rows, there's nothing. And let's see if we can remember. Oh no, we took a little loss right here on the first 3. So these are Alabama butter beans in here. Yikes, I hope they don't die. The first, what, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Not good. I got some, looks like bell peppers that were root bound and too long, but I threw them in there anyhow. Over here I have, what did I put in? Queen Anne's black-eyed peas in this row and this row. Again, more peppers that didn't really, I don't know that those Queen Anne's are going to pop up. Man, it's been 2-3 days and I don't see a single one of them. Beans usually pop up so fast. These are some more peppers, just miscellaneous. They were hanging out and I thought, let's give you a home. They're greening up though, that's nice. And over here, I put in some dragon tongues. So yes, I have climbing things in here, and I'm gonna have to trellis this. I also have, okay, these are the Florida hot peppers. They look just like a Tabasco, but they stay short, and they're they're more of a perennial. They tolerate cold, they tolerate heat, they're fantastic. So they're cousins, but they're not exactly the same. Snapdragons. I did put a fuchsia colored 4 o'clock in here. I thought I put 2. Oh well. Brazilian flaming candle. Another snapdragon. Zinnias, snapdragon. Now, this is crazy. This came from that, and that's definitely a bush. But look, this is a tree. It's like a lollipop tree. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. These are Wyoming Cannas. I transplanted some red cannas from the house area over to here, and I gave the house a bigger set. So this, I thought this would be nice, have red cannas here and then the yellow cannas over there. I had yellow pear here, and I took some tops off and I put the suckers in the ground. Along the fence I have some loofahs that are just getting established really well. Yesterday I went bonkers with some zinnia seed because we've been getting daily rains. So I went ahead and put zinnia seeds in. These are the only 2 that popped up after my first sowing. This one wasn't even here. It was way down here, and I thought it looked lonely, so I brought them up here together. This I was hoping was some flower that I planted, but it just looks like a big weed now. It's not putting on a single bloom, whatever it is. empty bed. 3 pineapples, which is great. They're small. Those are small plants, pretty young. I need to I'm going to pull my gladioluses out and actually put them in the fridge. Snapdragon. This is a Tango. I think it's Tango or Tender Crisp. Celery. I think it's Tango. Impatience. I just put that in. Some Cosmos that are fading. Here are the salmon pink 4 o'clocks. Some leftover kale. I just keep, this is why they call it walking stick, or, you know, they call it walking stick kale in some places, but it's really in the dinosaur kale or lacinato family. This is Nero de Toscana, specifically from Baker Creek. So you'll see they're much more heat tolerant than the other kales that were here, are completely gone. This is the Florida cranberry hibiscus. Some more celery, some more cranberry hibiscus. Top Bunch 2.0 collards. Buddy! I got a lot of holes to fill. I think he wants to see his brothers. Hold on. Alright, last but not least, we have, there's 5 red roselles. There's actually 6 one down here. It doesn't look real good though. But I have 5 of them, and I've staked them for the Cat 1 hurricane that's coming. The white sweet potatoes are doing good in between all that. The dogs are playing. The red sweet potatoes, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened to them, but we're going to start over next year with a whole different variety of sweet potatoes, of red ones. I don't know, that's twice I've tried them in this area, and they hate it here. This is also Mexican sage. It's not in bloom right now. The mustard greens are gone except for that one. I must have missed that one. And they did drop a lot of seeds, so we'll be having mustard greens here this fall. And more kales. Oh, look, see? Here's, this is probably a red Russian or something like that. Red Ursa, maybe. I'll pick that for Lulu. Does it have... No, it doesn't have aphids on it. We're doing good. So you guys, there you go. There's the garden tour. A lot of little changes make up to one big garden tour video. So thank you for staying with me and watching through all this. I hope it wasn't too long. Take care, you guys. God bless. Happy 4th of July to you. And I will see you next week. Bye.